I think we all should know what this Raw is going to be remembered for. Bob Backlund is in the WWE Hall of Fame. About damn time, as LeBron James would say. What is up, guys? This is Chase Oliver, 68 here, bringing you my Raw review for January 21st, 2013. My Raw reviews will be a little bit different. You'll see that I'm dabbling in editing. I hope you guys enjoy it. I really feel it'll be much more smoother for you guys, and I think it'll be much more easier than for me instead of always trying to continue on with the thought process. It just gets kind of boring sometimes. So I figured it might help out, and I might be able to do more skits inside of these Raw reviews to make it more entertaining. So let's get started with the Raw review as we have Vicky Guerrero and Paul Heyman come out. They're pretty much bitching about The Rock. That's all they're doing. They're just showing The Rock concert for anyone who fucking missed it. And Vicky Guerrero said, yeah, he ain't coming into this building. And it's like, what the fuck? People paid to see The Rock. They don't pay to see your dumb ass. And The Rock pretty much is talking to the policeman, and this goes on throughout the whole night. And he ends up getting a ticket at the end of the show anyway. So what does it matter? Why lock The Rock out anyways? You know he's coming in. But overall, I don't know what this segment was trying to produce. It just felt like a waste of time in my opinion. I don't think it got any heel heat on Heyman or Vicky for that matter. So, yeah, let's move on. So, of course, on this 3-hour Raw, we get filler. Ryback beat 3MB. He talks on the mic. Was there obsessive need of Ryback talking on the mic? I don't fucking know, but they need to stop it. Also, Team Hell No graduated from anger management. I'm happy for them because I'm a former anger management alumni. So I'm pretty stoked about that. You know, happy for them. And we get World Heavyweight title feud development between Big Show and Alberto Del Rio. Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be pretty. Nope. So Big Show comes out to the ring. He starts screaming on the microphone. Hey, Sheamus. The Del Rio. You think it's funny that I lost? Well, I'm fighting at the Royal Rumble. And then he beats up Zack Ryder. Way to ruin the Zack Ryder character, WWE. Just a year ago, this guy was one of the most over faces that you had. He was one of the guys people thought that could make a huge leaps and bounds over his character. But then again, he just fell flat on his face. Big Show won. This led to Alberto Del Rio also facing Tensai. Yeah, Tensai. You know, the guy that they were supposed to bring in, was supposed to feud with Johnson, was supposed to do big things, ends up doing jack shit. So, in all honesty, I honestly don't care. The match is going to be a last man standing match. It's just whatever to me. I mean, they just pretty much are saying, hey, we did this on SmackDown, but we're going to do it at the Royal Rumble now. It's going to be bigger and better. Like, what? Honestly, don't really care too much about this. So, yeah, the World Heavyweight title match, interest is very low. I'm not buying too much in Del Rio as a face. If you guys are buying Del Rio as a face, that's good for you. I'm actually happy that the crowd counted in Spanish when he was doing the 10 count. That was really not. That was really cool. But then again, it's in San Jose, and I live in California, so I should know what San Jose is like. It's just that I'm just not feeling the feud. I'm just not feeling it whatsoever. And I feel like they rushed Del Rio becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. But it's whatever. Big Show, Del Rio, it's going to be a good match. It's a last man standing match. As normally those matches produce, no matter who are the opponents, just because it's, you know, a last man standing match. If you had people just hit each other with chairs and did some hardcore stuff, you can get the crowd into it. So throughout Monday Night Raw tonight, we got beat the clock matches. Yay! First match, we obviously got my boy, Randall Keith Orton, facing up against Antonio Cesaro. Of course, who was going to win this match? No questions asked. Randy Orton. Why? Because this Rumble is built around the Breakfast Club. You know it is. So Randy Orton won the Beat the Clock match, and I should have explained beforehand that the Beat the Clock match winner will get to name what spot that he wants for the Royal Rumble. All right. So we move on forward to the other Beat the Clock match, which was The Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler. For all you ladies out there, I'm pretty sure that you guys got a little bit wet when you saw Dolph Ziggler's ass. I'm not going to lie, it was a great ass. Pretty damn big if you ask me. So, yeah, really, I just thought it was a decent match. I'm glad Dolph Ziggler won. He did beat the clock, But sometimes I was like wondering, why doesn't The Miz just let Dolph Ziggler stay outside when he win the challenge? If Dolph Ziggler gets counted out to 10, I mean, isn't that count as a win? And Biggie Langston and AJ Lee to me are still trash. They need to be separated from Dolph Ziggler. Why is Dolph surrounded by trash? I don't understand why is Dolph surrounded by trash. The final Beat the Clock matchup is a favorite match from everyone around the world, and that's Sheamus versus Wade Barrett. In all honesty, I did not care about this. Sheamus ends up being a bit short, so you're supposed to feel bad for Sheamus, people. Supposed to feel bad for Sheamus. But in the end, he's a bit short. Ziggler won the challenge, and obviously, he has to pick a number between 1 or 2. You would think, oh, Dolph Ziggler is going to get 30. Nope, he has to pick a number between 1 and 2. And so Ziggler will be one of the starters for the Royal Rumble. Now, I know a lot of fans are going to say, well, what is this going to accomplish? To me, he's becoming 1 or 2, and they made a huge emphasis about this Beat the Clock challenge. He won the Beat the Clock challenge. It's like, he has to go far in this Rumble. And I'm really saying he needs to be Final 4 or one of the final 2 men left. Hell, maybe even win the thing. I know he's Mr. Money in the Bank right now, but who cares? In all honesty, that Money in the Bank briefcase is holding Ziggler down. And he needs to have a really good showing in this Rumble. He needs to look like an Iron Man throughout this Rumble match. Because if he gets eliminated before the Final 4, you're just wasting Ziggler. And you're already wasting him by having him be with trash known as AJ Lee and Biggie Langston. So John Cena comes out promoting the Royal Rumble match. And really, to be honest, yeah, it was alright. Wasn't as bad as some Cena promos. But then out comes Sheamus. And you're like, why is Sheamus coming out here? And then all of a sudden, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. And you're like, what the hell? And Randy Orton started coming out. I was all like, whoa, what's going on? Kane and Daniel Bryan came out. The Miz, Cesaro, pre-NBA, oh my goodness. And Ryback and pretty much these guys were making claims for the Royal Rumble. They were saying, we're all going to go to the Royal Rumble. And I said, yes, this is how you build up a Rumble match. You get most of the participants that people will recognize, and you build them up. Now, should they have done this earlier? Hell yeah. Do I really mind all that much that they did it so late? Not really, because I'm happy that they were promoting the Rumble match throughout the show. Besides the BS Beat the Clock shit where Ziggler had to choose 1 or 2, I really think it's stupid. I really thought that was stupid, but I really think it was good that they got this kind of interaction in here. That way it shows the battle lines are drawn. Bam, right there. Royal Rumble, every man for himself. There's no alliances here. They're all going to be going for the Royal Rumble. None of the tag teams are going to be working together. They are looking to become champions, and that's what I like to see. Because, see, if this was just a promo where Cena's like, oh, I'm going to become Royal Rumble, blah, 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 and then Sheamus came out, and then Randy Orton came out, I would know. Those 3 are winning. But it was good that all these guys came out, and in the end of it all, Sheamus and Ryback stand tall. And I really like that. Adds unpredictability. And especially for Sheamus and Ryback, Sheamus being the winner from last year, and Ryback being a very hot babyface for the WWE right now. It adds a lot of predictability into what could happen. What could happen if these 2 colossal forces faced off against each other? It's almost like a teaser in a way. Could it be teasing a match at WrestleMania possibly? I mean, there is talks about how they're trying to find an opponent for Ryback. And it seems like right now Sheamus may be out of the World Heavyweight title scene. They may be wanting to go a different route for that. But it could be leading a teaser to WrestleMania. And if that's the case, I'm fine with it. Really did enjoy the ending segment to Monday Night Raw. So anyways, we move on forward. Obviously, I talked about the ending segment beforehand, mainly because I kind of want to talk about this. It should be the main event of the Royal Rumble. The Rock and CM Punk stuff. So earlier tonight, CM Punk came out, cut a very good promo. I thought it was a good promo from Punk. I really did thought it was a very nice promo that Punk put out. They end up going to the Skybox afterwards. Out comes The Rock. He's happy that he got his Monday Night Raw ticket from the police. Obviously, he's making his jokes. It's The Rock. Rock, he was decent tonight. I wouldn't say this has been the Brock's best stuff, but he was decent tonight. But then all of a sudden, randomly, the Shield comes out. And it's like, the Shield? Why are they out here? Why is the Shield out here right now? I don't know. But in all honesty, it was just so random that the Shield came out. And then they beat up on The Rock. And Rock's bleeding from the mouth. CM Punk is, saying that, just you're going to be sleeping all day, realizing that you cannot reach the reality. You fight for these fans. These fans will do nothing. You can have these fans all you want because this is power, the WWE Championship. And it turns out that in the end of it all, if the Shield interrupts The Rock versus CM Punk at the Royal Rumble, Punk will be stripped of the title. Now, I kind of think of this stipulation. I'm thinking to myself, okay, we've heard CM Punk is not affiliated with the Shield so many times. And it's like kind of wondering why is the Shield, going after CM Punk a lot? Like, wouldn't they be going after someone else? And I was just kind of thinking to myself, NJ brought it up on his live stream. He was all like, I'm thinking that Brad Maddox is the leader of the Shield. And it's kind of, Brad Maddox, he's been trying to get the attention of Punk and Heyman the whole time. He's been trying to get that attention. So is this a plot for Brad Maddox to get that attention that he deserves from Mr. Heyman and Mr. Punk? I mean, he's been doing it consistently on every Raw, trying to get, people, get Heyman and Punk to notice him. So maybe it is, Brad Maddox. And maybe this is a cop-out way for CM Punk to lose the title, but ultimately not losing to The Rock, so they could possibly maybe save this match at a WrestleMania or an Elimination Chamber, or have Rock win the belt inside of the Elimination Chamber, and then with afterwards have it where Rock and Punk have a real WWE title match. Winner must win by pinfall or submission, and then you do it like that. That maybe I'm overthinking that here, but maybe that's what I'm coming down to. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking that they might end up doing this. In all honesty, for this Monday Night Raw, I actually thought it was pretty solid for a go-home show. Nothing really too fancy here. Like I said, I enjoyed the ending segment a lot. The beat the clock matches were a good idea, except it was stupid that Dolph kind of gets robbed in this situation, because it's like, yeah, I know he's the heel and I know he's supposed to get robbed, but at the same time, why would you have all these matches if it ends up the winner gets one or two? What if Randy Orton would have won? Would he get one or two? Like, he's a babyface. You don't think you got to choose number 30? So, to me, it's just kind of ridiculous in a way. They went through the trouble of these beat the clock matches. But other than that, this Raw was kind of okay. Obviously, if I didn't talk about some of the segments on the show, I did not care about them. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to be hosting a live stream on Wednesday, so I hope you guys can all show up. The time will be 4 o'clock my time, and it's pretty much a live Q&A, so hopefully you guys are down for it. 4 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. So I want to know from you guys, do you guys like the new format, or should I go back to the old one? Comment down below your thoughts on the format. Your thoughts on Raw also, and follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68. I'm out of here. I'll see you all.